You know what? We love Tuesdays because it's our Springfield's best day. We get to visit with the best businesses around. Today's Springfield's best members are Adam Campa and Chris Rozier. Did I say it right?
You're perfect.
There you go, Chris Rozier from APlus Payroll. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks
Pleasure
for
to be
having
here.
us.
Thanks for having us.
First of all, it's good to see you.
You too.
Tell us first about Springfield's Best and your association and kind of how you got involved with the group. Who wants to take that?
Absolutely, I will. So we've been associated with Springfield's Best for a little over 20 years. Springfield's Best started as a collaboration of local business owners, and it's a way for us to put our marketing dollars to a greater use. We get the joy of being associated with other fantastic local companies like Complete Automotive and Faith Hospice, and it really gives us a bigger footprint here in our area.
It's so great.
Great.
It's a great organization. So
It
now
is.
we want to hear about APlus Payroll.
Yes.
Oh, so
absolutely.
A+. So we actually just celebrated our 25th year here in Springfield. So we're locally owned and operated.
Okay.
And we are essentially a human capital management company. Now, basically what that means for employers is we help with mitigating tax compliance risk, processing payrolls. We help with implementing HR and then tracking time and labor. Now, what that means for employees, like you and I, we all get paychecks,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so now when you get your paycheck on Friday, you're looking through the deductions and you want to make sure that your taxes are being paid correctly and your insurance is being paid, and maybe there's a little extra vacation on there for you, or you get a reimbursement for your suit allowance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want all of those numbers to be right. And that's what we do at A+. We guarantee accuracy, on time, every time.
Wow.
So important. I used to be a small business owner.
Okay.
And I think like a lot of small businesses, I thought I could do everything myself. And it turned out I couldn't. And one of those things was payroll. And my guys didn't get paid on time. It was inaccurate, and you're letting your team down. And had I had someone like A+ on my side helping me as a business owner to do that, would have been a much better situation.
I've got somebody to recommend to you. I'm sorry, because as you're talking about that, I have a friend who works at a small business, and not only are they the owner of the company, they have to do the payroll, and they're running out of time. They're like they say, I'm spending more time on payroll than I am the business itself, because it can be very
Exactly.
overwhelming.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Like, I just feel so, I'm just like, if the check is there, the check's there, I'm good. You know?
Exactly.
Make sure it's just on time and it's accurate.
And business owners, you have a passion. It's probably not processing payroll,
Right.
True.
but you
right.
want your folks to be taken care of, and that's kind of what we
Of course.
solidify. Yeah.
So who's the ideal person to contact you? Is it the small business? Is it a local business? Is it a hobby person who just has a side business on the side? How does that work?
A little bit of everything. You know, as Adam mentioned, the core of what we do is processing payroll. That's the very basic function that we do. But our team loves to get to know our customers. We love to grow with our customers. So as you grow, as your needs change, it could be onboarding employees. It could be adding benefits. It could be, you know, a full HR suite. We can grow with you. And so we deal with small businesses. We deal with HR managers that have large teams. So really that business owner in any stage of your business, or that HR manager. I think what sets us apart is that customization. You know, we can say, here's your company,
Right.
let's mold to you, as opposed to you're going to buy our package and fit into our package. That's not how we work. We customize to every single client that we have.
Wow.
Love that. Customization?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you guys two the ones that, because you know, you get your paycheck and you see how much goes out for taxes and how much goes into this and how much goes into retirement, and you see all those subtractions. You guys handle that so it's accurate, right?
We do.
Absolutely.
Now, we're not the tax man. We're not the bad guy here.
No,
So-
not at all.
But what we do for employers is we try to mitigate that risk. Compliance notices are a nasty thing.
Yeah.
We don't like paying more taxes at the end of the season. No one really does.
No.
So we try to be accurate every single time and lessen that risk.
I'm curious what your radius is. You do Springfield, you go down to Branson. What's the area that you guys will cover?
We actually have clients in all 50 states. We cover the entire United States.
Wow.
Now, our home office is here in Springfield. We also have a satellite office down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's where our marketing manager and two of our sales staff are. But the rest of us are all here in Springfield. We're just right on the south side on Bradford.
Maddie, would you look at that? A global company like right here, all 50
All in
states,
Springfield.
all in Springfield, which really it looks good for Springfield too, by the way. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Well,
yeah.
that's why they're part of Springfield's Best.
They're Springfield. That's why they're here, guys.
Hello.
I love it. Adam and Chris, amazing guys. So if somebody's watching this morning who has maybe a small business or is overwhelmed, like my friend in payroll because they're a business owner, best way to get in touch with you, and what's the process like to get started? Is it a lot of paperwork? Because somebody might think it's too much hassle to try to
It's such
on
a
this
simple
off.
process. It really is. So our phone number here is 860 890-6404.
There you go.
Pardon
It's
me.
like TV.
And APlusPayroll.com. It's actually a super simple process. It's broken down on our website exactly what to expect. And all you got to do is put in your contact information, and we'll give you a call back within just a couple minutes, and you get one call, and that's it. You're not going to be berated by salespeople. You'll have Chris or myself or one of our other associates call you, and we will customize something for your business.
That is also a game changer because the constant calls after the fact
Yeah,
you talked, you're like, okay, I've
No
already
one's got
spoken
time
to
for that. Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah. Nobody has time for that. And if you want one of Springfield's best, give them a call at APlus Payroll and save time. Focus on your business, the thing you're passionate. Like you said, I love what you said. They're passionate about their business, not the payroll.
Right.
That's the side part. Give them a call. Guys, thanks so much for being here
Thank
this
you
morning.
so
Thank you guys
much.
very much.
Yes,
Really,
and-
one of Springfield's best.
Our
Yeah,
pleasure.
Springfield's best, and stay tuned because we have more coming up on Ozarks Fox AM.
That is fascinating. I was just talking to my friend about that.